Hi everyone, this is Dr. Shanmugapriya, an Unacademy educator for biochemistry. I am delighted to introduce to you Dr. Rohit here. He's here because he's one of the toppers and he scored a rank of 38 in the latest INI-CET May 2023. And he's a student of AIMS Bhopal. And I would fail in my duty if I don't tell you all about how consistent he has been in his performance. The reason is he finished his internship in the month of December 2022. And in the very first NEET PG exam that he attempted, he got a rank of 63. And now in INI-CET May 2023, he has scored again 38. He has been proving himself time and again. So no other person would be the right person to guide you all, to help you understand what these smart people do to reach this epitome of success. So first, my congratulations to Dr. Rohit.
Thank you.
I would like to begin the conversation by asking you, how do you feel right now? And how did you feel when you wrote your AIMS exam, INI-CET exam?
Now definitely I'm very much excited. But after giving exam, I felt like the paper was tough and I could get a good rank, but not I didn't expect below 50. But now it is I'm very much excited.
Nice, good to know. So what made you feel that the paper was a bit difficult?
It's like 180 questions or so were very easy, and repeated topics were there, and previous year questions were there, and but 20 questions were there which were out of our knowledge and out of our standards only. And like one question was which I could remember was osimertinib. I don't know what mechanism it acts also, but they asked the mutation in which it is used. But luckily I got it correct. And it's like these 20 questions were. Yes,
Was it an
and
informed guess, Rohit?
no, ma'am, I don't know the exact answer, but I don't know. I just marked it. I guessed it and I marked it, and it was correct. Yeah. And
So how many questions did you? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, I attempted all 200 questions, ma'am. These 20 questions also I guessed them. Like I read a question once and I like which is I marked the answer, which was my first instinct. Like this has to be answer, or it probably might have been the answer. And then luckily out of those 20, I got at least 7 to 8 were correct. And I didn't go into negative due to marking those things. So I got a like the plus it was advantageous to me to mark all through 200 on those
That's
20
nice.
also which were tough.
That's nice. So is that a strategy that you have always been following to attempt all 200 MCQs in your exams?
Yes, ma'am. In GTs and mock tests also, I attempted all 200 questions. I every time attempt all 200 questions, and at least some 15 questions I mark them as guesses, and like will be like the questions like they may be completely new, or there may be some conceptual lag from my side that subject which I may not have covered and all. But of those 15 also I could manage at least 9 to 10 questions correctly. So I use this strategy only to get a positive this, gain
It has
from these
always
20
been in your
questions also.
favor.
Yes,
Got it, got it. So this is what I've been always telling all my students. More the number of questions that you attempt, higher will be the probability that your score is higher. Because students are scared of having ending up in a punishment, a penalty of negative marking. But I would say if your concepts are right, and if you have a good ability, logical thinking and reasoning abilities, then you can go ahead and attempt as many MCQs as possible. And I'm actually very thrilled to hear it from a topper saying that he attempted all 200 MCQs. So that proves the strategy will always work in your favor.
And one of the reason why I started this strategy to attempt all 200 was from you only, ma'am, in your classes only. And one starting giving grant tests was your like giving grant tests at any point of time when we started preparation was from you only. And then this thing also marking all questions is also from your side.
Oh, nice. I'm happy to hear that. I'm always in favor of grant tests as well. So can I know from you your experience in writing grant tests? How many grant tests did you write, and how did you evaluate your performance in grant tests?
Before NEET PG, throughout my internship, I gave around 20 to 25 grand tests. I don't remember exact number, but after INI-CET, after NEET 2023 till this INI-CET, I gave around 12 grand tests. And my my like review strategy would be like, initially, I would, in the starting of when I gave grand test, I would review all 200 questions and see where I have gone wrong, which in which subject I have to improve, or why I did this wrong. Like, is it like I mean, a subject to error which made me like omit something from the question, or is it a subject to? I mean.
Lack
Are
of
there
knowledge.
like conceptual error which I have to work on more in that areas and all. And then I initially I thought that ranks and everything is has to be seen in a grand test, but later on I came to know that it is not the rank, but it is just to see our progress only. And these grand tests are not at all a replica of our final exam, because I scored only around 150 corrects in every grand test, but in final exam I think I have done more than 165 correct.
Amazing, amazing. Excellent. Excellent to hear that from a topper again. So Granters is not to assess your performance. Granters is to improve your performance. So it's all about reviewing the Granters and trying to improve your performance for every Granters that you appear, you should see a progress in the performance. So that's the ultimate aim of writing a Granters. Very good. And I see that soon after internship, you have scored a great rank in NEET PG. So when did you start preparing for entrance exams?
Specifically for entrance exams, I started my preparation from third year onwards, and I did all clinical subjects by mid of my fourth year. And we used to have our third year exams also clubbed with fourth year. So by pre-professional of final year pre-professional, I could complete all the clinical subjects once, and then for professional exams, I completed all of them again. And like I didn't specifically prepare for professional exams only. I hand in hand I prepared for cracking this competitive exams also. So giving that time for clinical subjects for like fetched me more time to invest in basic sciences in internship.
Oh, good. That's an excellent strategy. So, as Dr. Rohit has mentioned, you can start your preparation from the third year. You can simultaneously plan and read for both your professional course exam as well as for entrance exam, because it's not going to be different. Ultimately, it's about conceptually learning all these subjects. And then preclinical subjects, you can start learning during your internship. So that brings me to another question, Dr. Rohit. So how did you manage both internship and PG preparation? Were you able to get trained in skills?
Ma'am, as far as time is concerned, ma'am, the time some postings were hectic and some postings were light, like CFM. But anyway, after coming from internship, it would be tiring day, and I could manage to study only for 4 to 5 hours a day. And few days I would be so tired that I stopped studying, and a few days I'd be bored to study, and that I would have to take a break. And during internship it was very waxing and waning, ma'am, because I couldn't say that in a stretch of 10 days I studied complete the whole thing. And knowledge is concerned, ma'am, in internship I gained more knowledge due to our clinical postings only, whether it be PSM or pediatrics or the obs gynec or some medicine or surgery. Because PSM also I learned many stuff in internship, like our SRs and JRs used to teach us when we go into PHCs and CHCs. And medicine, I learned all the this thing, vials and all, dustbin colors in which we have to throw garbage, and these things also I learned, like it became a part of my life actually, that nothing has to be crammed in these things. It has to be, they stays with us for life. So I understood them, how to remember them, how to like, after sending many samples, after throwing many stuff in dustbin, I remembered all those things, man.
Perfect way of putting it, Dr. Rohit. So we always say that retention is better when it is learnt by doing, right? So you have learnt by doing, so the retention, I'm very sure, will be there for your lifetime. And as Dr. Rohit rightly mentioned, learning skills during your internship is equally important. And I would say you will have to learn skills during internship, and whatever time that you have left back after learning skills, you can use it for preparing for your NEET PG. Very good. And can I know how did Unacademy help you in your preparation, Rohit?
Unacademy, I've been Unacademy user from 2 years onwards. And I think in 2019 I have taken Unacademy. 2020, 20 I have taken Unacademy November, and then from then onwards I have started preparing. I did clinicals already, so I started from first year and second year subject, and I did most of the non-clinical subjects and paraclinical subjects I did from Unacademy only, and few of the clinical subjects like PSM and anesthesia I did from Unacademy. And then the Unacademy gives a concise notes or concise way to know understand conceptual things, and it is very effective. Like I made my own notes, and that helped me to revise easily and quickly before exams also now. And, I would thank all the educators from which I learned concepts.
We are equally thankful to you for having proven yourself and for having proven efforts to help people like you. Thank you, Rohit. And what would your take be, or what will be your suggestion to all other NEET PG or INI-CET aspirants?
Ma'am, first is to crack any exam. First, we have to learn concept, build our concepts. Those which are meant to be by-hearted, or we have to cram them, and then doing as many modules of question banks as possible. And because everything cannot be learned from class or notes itself, and we have to learn few of the things from the question banks also, few from PYQs also, and then giving grand tests and mock tests frequently, and not only giving and reviewing them is also very important. And then not to bunk any most of the attending most of the clinical postings and internship postings, and developing skills in internship, and then not to go into a fear of FOMO, and whatever we learned, most of the questions will be from that only, and not to not to make a mistake from which we have learned, ma'am. That's the basic thing. All these three things are must, ma'am. And revising frequently any subject, and not to miss any subject, ma'am. First, that is the most important, because I see that some people like anesthesia, not many questions will be coming, and so I'll skip this subject. Or like biochemistry, though it is a subject to for by hearting only, and leaving that subject. Like biochemistry also, it is not only by hearting, it's way like many clinical things are there in biochemistry apart from cycles and pathways. And even this paper also, ma'am, the biochemistry questions are only clinical, ma'am. No, nothing they ask from any pathway stuff.
Yes, I agree. There were 18 questions in biochemistry. And out of those 18 questions, I would say around 10 questions were clinical biochemistry MCQs, which you would have answered it even if you had not learned those clinical subjects. Had your concepts in biochemistry been clear, then you would have answered all those 18 MCQs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so what you said is perfectly right. And
one more thing is, ma'am, getting a strong hold on first and second year subjects is must for whether it is INI-CET or NEET or next anything, because most of the questions are being asked from basic sciences only, and I didn't find if we consider medicine or pediatrics, ma'am, in this paper at least I didn't find any core pediatrics topic wholly dedicated to pediatrics, ma'am. Like all of them are from either from PSM, like they asked about uh, incubation period, or this thing. So it is from PSM, and few are from pharmac advances, few are from like biochemistry only. They asked Pompey's disease, I guess, I don't remember.
yeah.
And these things only. And medicine also, ma'am, I didn't find any core medicine question per se. All are from like basic sciences only. So basic sciences are must to be done before.
Yeah, so integrated approach. So as Dr. Rohit rightly put it, learn all 19 subjects in an integrated manner, and your approach has to be holistic. Yeah, you should give equal importance to textbooks and videos and learning skills. So you cannot omit any of that. And when I say holistic, he rightly pointed out that you'll have to learn all 19 subjects. Do not skip any subject. Try to learn something about every one of those 19 subjects. And he explained everything perfectly, and you're the right person for this platform, Dr. Rohit. Thanks a lot for sparing your time here. What do you plan on taking up?
I want a neurology in NIMHANS, DM, direct DM neurology in NIMHANS, and there are
Okay.
pretty high chances that I would get a seat.
You will
Four seats
definitely,
are there this time.
you will definitely get it. My best wishes for
Thank
all
you.
your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.